Hello and welcome to this late morning, well, nearly late morning taste challenge. We have two gold rums. This is Skol, Virgin Islands rum. Now it says imported, so either it's from the British Virgin Islands, or the company thinks that it's imported because they think it's a foreign country, even though the U.S. Virgin Islands is a territory, but any U.S. territory. But sometimes companies are goofy like that. They think they're importing it, but it's really a U.S. territory to a state. But it's bottled in. We know one thing. It's from one of the Virgin Islands, one half of them. We know it's bottled. It's got that Barton diamond neck. Barton used to be an independent company, got bought out. It's owned by Sazerac now. It's a 40% alcohol, imported from the Virgin Islands. Okay, imported and bottled for J.A. Doherty Sons Company Distillers, Owensboro, Kentucky. So it's bottled at Glenmore. I said Barton. Okay, Glenmore. That's another one of those Sazerac buyouts. Sorry. J.A. Doherty Sons was a real liquor company, and it was started by this guy named J.A. Doherty, Irish immigrant. You know, the same old kind of story. He didn't do too much with the company. I guess he was just getting it started. He probably was trying to do something. Then his two sons took over, and they really got it big. But then when Prohibition started in 1919, they just sold the company. So now it's under Sazerac. So it's not really J.A. Doherty's and Sons, it's Sazerac. And it's got this crest with a shield. It's got two griffins holding a crest with a crown and three fleur-de-lis. It's got a castle in a rum barrel. And it says Skol. That means cheers in the Danish, Norwegian, Swedish, Icelandic languages. Okay, Boquerón, anchovy. Well, I'll explain that. It's got a real hemp rope tied around the neck. It's a real rope. Introduced in 2016, named after Boquerón Bay in Puerto Rico. Okay, so it's not named after anchovies. It's named after a bay that's named for having lots of anchovies, obviously, in the bay. And it talks about the pirate, and you can read about that on the. I'm not going to go into all of that, but it's bottled in Texas by Iron Wolf, and it says distilled from sugarcane. All rum is, but it could be from molasses, the byproduct of sugarcane. This one says sugarcane. Real wooden cap, neoprene rubber stopper. The price. You want to guess the price? Craig Swinson says, "Good morning, sir. Almost afternoon." Yes, almost. It's getting, we're at 10:02 here. You're at 11:02 there in Maine. So got a sweater on because it's chilly today. And there's a lot of clouds. They told me it's going to be so clear and blue. Oh, it's like gray and not clear. Okay. $6.99 for this full-size bottle at Rouse's in Metairie, Louisiana. That is a true story. I don't know. Hey, look, they had it on special. I bought it. That was like 2 years ago. A year ago, I went there, and they had the silver, because I'd been looking for the silver. They had the coconut and the spice, but I wasn't really interested in those. They had the silver for $7.99. I said, well, still a good price. Heck. All right, so the rope wrapped around it gives it a grip. Oh, well, let's see. Skol. I got this at International Market. I'm almost positive. And it was $6.99 for the liter. You heard me right. Liter. 1,000 milliliters. And I think that's still the price. I don't think the price went up. I was just over there a few days ago. All right. They're both. One thing you'll notice about these, they're extremely pale. They're barely even gold. Look how pale they are. Oh, they're almost clear. but they got a little tint of yellow. So they probably barely aged in oak just to give it a little tint. I don't think they're adding color in. I just think they're just, say, let it age for 2 months and then boop, there you go. All right. So I have the silver version of each. I have the Skol silver, the Boquerón silver. I'll do that next time I'll come back around the bend with rum. Get some more light. A little bit too much light. No, that's bright. Whoa. Better than being in the dim light, though. Dimly lit. Okay, that'll work. And then it's mostly a audio production anyway. You don't need to look at me. You just need to listen to me. Please listen to me. All right. And by the way, I have a free voting service next time elections come up. No charge. You don't have to subscribe. You don't have to fill out any forms. I do this for the public. You just check with me, and if you need to know who to vote for, I'll research and I'll tell you. And that's a bargain. Free voting service. You don't even have to think about it. Just ask me. I'll tell you who to vote for in every election. And it's a deal. And I might tell you, don't vote for either one because they're both rats. You know, I might tell you that. Don't vote for either one. You're no good. But I'll tell you why. It'll be very accurate. Believe me, my accuracy level on that is pretty much perfect. But now, you know, unless the candidate's misrepresenting himself or herself, you can't. Well, you don't really know. You know, you hope they're telling you the truth, but they, you know, you got some little fakers out there now. I wouldn't be fake if I ran for president, and I probably should be the United States president. I think I'd be the best. I wouldn't be. Well, I'd be close to it, but I just don't have the money. I got the money to buy these rums and do taste challenges. I don't have the money to run for president, but I just need some. I need a base of support. I need a base. I need a huge base of support. I don't know. I just don't know how I'm gonna pull it off. All right. I don't think I will. I'd vote for you, says Craig. See, now I got one voter. Only need 100 million more. I'm in like Flint. And then you'll be in great shape. It'll take a while. You see, now if you're an impatient, foolish person who has to have instant gratification, it won't out my administration be your deadly enemy. But if you're a sensible person that can wait for, because good things come to those who wait, then it'd be wonderful. It might take me 20 years though, so we're probably going to have to rescind the, going to have to repeal some amendments. You know what I'm saying? And good 20 years, I could have it down. You know, it's only 5 victories, 5 in a row. I think it'll work. Well, I think it could work. I don't think it will work because I don't think I'm going to get it. You know, I don't think I'm going to get that job. But that being said, let's test these out. It's dry in the nose. So dry. Oh, so very dry. Tom says, I'll vote for you. Would you implement Joker's Wild Wednesday for the entire country? That could get you elected in a skinny minute. Now I got 2 voters. I really wouldn't be part of my policies. It's really not the role of the U.S. government to even deal with what drinking shows are on Wednesday night. Although there's probably a bureau for that right now. But no, I would not push that. Okay. Yeah, it's very dry. A little sweetness on the nose. More sweetness on the nose. You know, you get more of that. The rum, the sugar cane, the distillate. So this one has a much richer nose. Oh, Skol Rich Gold. That's what it's called, Skol Rich Gold. Oh, well, okay. Starting to make sense over here. But you see, now I got to remember that the the Boquerón is so sugary sweet. That's what tripped me up and got it wrong on the last one because I had forgotten. I'm not making an excuse. I'm just telling you the reason. I got it wrong twice, so I got it wrong twice. So I gotta live with that. But it's just so sugary sweet. I gotta remember sugar water equals Boquerón. And here we go. And away we go. Oh yeah. There's not much aroma, but the sweetness and the flavor is just rare. You get a little oak barrel, though. I got to admit, I didn't really pick that up at first. It's hard to, but there's a little oak charcoal because they drip these through charcoal a lot of times to filter. Yeah, it's kind of like that. It's kind of like that. Now you might be watching this and saying you're nuts, you're crazy. First of all, nobody's going to vote for you for president. Well, two people already said they would, but I mean, I know I'm not really entertaining that. Okay, I'm not really entertaining that. No, you're probably saying you're nuts because there's no way you can get a decent rum for $6.99 a bottle, especially a liter. You're crazy. There's no way that can happen. But yes, it does happen. It's happening right now, right live on the internet. Well, live at the time of the recording. It's happening right now. This is no dream. This is really happening. Okay. You can get a good rum for $6.99. Now, I don't know if that's common. Maybe you'll get Drek. You buy 10 different 9 rums, and maybe 9 of them will be horrendous and undrinkable. I really don't know. I haven't done the what you call that, the experiment. But my experience has been very positive in that regard. Not always. I got the Ron Rio. Some of you longtime viewers know what I've been dealing with on the Ron Rio. It has improved as the bottle gets lower. I don't think it's because I'm getting used to it. I think it just released. There's some kind of gases that were released, and it wasn't as nasty. Although I do believe you'd do a great job as president. A more realistic position would be head of branding and marketing for a beer and liquor brand. I'll take that job. Wouldn't be the best one. I'd rather be president of the United States, but I'll take that other job. I'll take it. I'm a realistic person. I'm not greedy. Too greedy, not too greedy. Oh man, this is so wood oriented. It is like wood top, wood middle, and wood bottom. Those oak barrels. Well, this is touting those oak barrels. So the oak barrels are really coming through on this. The Virgin Islands. The Virgin Islands. Now, I don't really think it's the British Virgin Islands because I don't think there's too many big distilleries there. I think there's like one. I don't think there's any big time ones. Could be wrong. I think the main big one is Cruzan, and they probably do a lot of contract distilling down there in the U.S. Virgin Islands. But I guess if they're saying it's imported from the Virgin Islands, it is within the realm of possibility that it could be coming from the British Virgin Islands. But if I was forced to put a bet on it, I'd put my money on United States Virgin Islands, and then just the company being screwed up thinking that it's an import. They got people think New Mexico is a foreign country. You hear about these stories all the time. People applying to go to University of New Mexico or New Mexico State University, and then asking the university, what kind of special paperwork do I have to fill out? Because I live in Idaho or I live in Florida. And they're like, well, what do you mean special paperwork? Well, because it's New Mexico and I live in the United States. And the university's like, scared then. And like, you're going to college and you think New Mexico is a separate country. Oh, that's not too good. Okay, so, but that's the kind of stuff you deal with. I used to think Toronto was an American city, United States city, but I was 9. I remember one time they said in a television live show, like a basketball game. I don't know. It wasn't basketball. It was way before the Raptors. I don't know what was some event. Maybe it was the Blue Jays. They were saying live from Toronto, Canada. And I was a little kid thinking, oh, I thought that was in the United States. I mean, never been to these northern cities. But see, that's the point. I was like 9. I wasn't 19, or 18. But I do still believe that Italy is firmly nestled between Australia and New Zealand, and that my morning glass of milk comes from cats. All right, but the doctor told me, he said, Ronald, you're so sane, you're insane. And I believed it. Oh boy, whoa. Sugar, sugar. Oh, honey, honey. This is so sugary. This is like sugary. They should make a Grateful Dead song called Sugary. That's what they should do because this thing is so sugary, you know? And I'm unanimous in that. RJT 2024. That could be my motto. People say I'm crazy, but I'm in demand. That would be a great campaign slogan for president. People say I'm crazy, comma, but I'm in demand. And it would be a winning slogan. Sugar City. This has got to be the Boquerón. And it is. I got it right. I've got it down pat now, boy. Don't you ever. So, yeah. What I recommend Boquerón? Well, Julie Andrews said a spoonful of sugar. So, I would recommend it. But I hope you like sugar because you're going to be drinking a lot of it. Will it make you sick to drink it? Oh, well, will it make you sick? I mean, probably make you very ill, but and you might survive. You may not, but you probably will. You might. I don't want to say probably because it's pretty sugary. Okay. Skol. Oh, what I would give for another 20 years, 10 years. Michael, we're bigger than U.S. Steel. This stuff is so woody. It is very woody. I mean, if you like the taste of oak barrels, this is the rum for you. And I guess some people like it because I see it around. I don't think I see it in this town because this town is a small town, or relatively small, 29,000 people. I don't call that big. No one would ever say the word city because no one would ever be dumb enough to think this is a city unless you got no brain. Okay. You say, well, a lot of politicians don't have a brain. I know. I've noticed that. If they only had a brain. Okay, but as a comedian, in all seriousness, I think I prefer the Skol. I prefer the woody. I think it's just more developed. It's got a little bit more character to it. I like the Boquerón, and I'm glad I bought it, and I don't regret it, and I don't have any issue against it. Okay, I think I prefer the more developed wood-oriented thing. So, hey, what was that, Mr. Roth? Mr. Roth? No, I don't have anybody on my channel called Mr. Rothstein, or Mr. Pentangeli. But on my channel, they're both very inexpensive and they're both very light. They're about as light as you can go with gold, and then you're no longer gold. But they're pretty. They're nice. I mean, I like them. I think they're pretty. They're attractive. And look at all the sediment floating in this thing. It is unbelievable. There is sediment galore. It's like the world of sediment. I'm looking at all these little specks of whatever that is, just going round and round in a circle. Mm-mm-mm. Look at all that stuff in there. That is something. Let's check out the Boquerón. No, it's not as much sediment. There's a little bit, not too much, but I think as the bottle gets a little lower, you'll start to see more. I don't know why that happens like that, but as the bottle gets lower, by the time you get to the last 10% of the bottle, it'll look like a bottle full of gunk. Okay, now, oh, I guess we've gone on long enough. Some people might say, "Oh no, show me what you bought today. Show me what you bought at the store." I could show you what I bought, but you're probably not interested. But I bought some stuff, boy. I found some stuff. I didn't say it was good stuff. No, I say it was some stuff, and maybe stuff is the best word for it. You are all ready for this next upcoming financial crisis, Ron? Says Craft Beer Tastic. I'm not ready for it. Actually, I guess I'll be screwed. Let's see what you got. Oh, okay. But remember, I didn't say it was good. I said I bought it. I didn't say it was good. And don't hate me if I show it to you. I don't know if I should be. Nice sweater, huh? I don't know. Want me to do it again? I don't know if I should be showing this to you, but I'm going to show it anyway. Well, like James Bond said, you only live twice. Or was that Ian Fleming that said that? All right, you only live. So, oh, well, your life has hit its peak when you got Warheads, Four Loko, Cosmic Punch, Sour Cosmic Punch. Well, what is the world coming to? This is what the world's coming to. No, but that's actually it's a pretty grim thing. All right, so I bought that with my own money, and I did it voluntarily. No one put a gun to my head. And then I saw Taylor Port Black. I was at the checkout at this Exxon station. It's called Kangaroo Express. Exxon Mobil Esso. That's the three brands they say on the pump. It says Exxon Mobil Esso, ESSO. So I go in there and I bought these. They didn't care what I was buying. I said, "What is that up there?" Because I could tell it was a different label and caught my eye when I walked in the store. She said, I said, "Is that Four Loko?" Not Four Loko. Where's my mind? I didn't even start drinking Four Loko yet. I said, "Is that Taylor Port Black?" She said, "Oh, that'll get you messed up, baby." I said, "I know all about Taylor Port, but I didn't know as much as I thought I knew because I came home and researched it. This is a new Taylor Port, just hit the market, and it's 20% alcohol, 20%. I said, "Woof." But they wanted. I said, "How much you got for that?" She said, $19.99. I said, $19.99. I said, I'll just imagine how good it is." She said, "That's a good price." And I'm thinking, and that's a terrible price. So I checked Total Wine. They got it for $9.99. Headed in stock today, $9.99. In stock today, $9.99, 20%. But I didn't go buy it because I'm not driving 20 something miles to go buy Taylor Black. But boy, my eye is on that. Next time I go into that town, which is more like a city, but I still say it's a town. But to me, a city is like New York City, with skyscrapers and like a city is Chicago, not these little pretend cities. But I have to buy it because I've done so many Taylor wines. I gotta buy the Taylor Black. I said 20%. That's a weapon. That's a weaponized wine. That's not even fair. But anyway, she said, if you drink one glass, you'd be messed up. I said, yeah, well, I wouldn't drink one glass. I would drink maybe, 3 ounces. So here, get ready for this. This adventure. Here we go. Pirate water. I said, pirate water. I saw this today. I said, what in the world is this? So they gave me 2 cans for $2.50 a piece, $2.50 each, 2 for $5. But then she gave me the third can because I only bought 3. They had 4 flavors. I didn't like the name of the fourth. I said, that's salacious, so I don't want to really put that on my channel. So I don't need to know what it tastes like. I'm sure it tastes like Kool-Aid or some sort, So I bought 3 of the 4. That's available on the website. It shows 3. It shows 4 flavors. So they charged me 2 for $5, and then for the third one they charged me $1.99. So actually charged me 51 cents less for the third can. Well, I was happy about that. Now the Four Loko was, it was like 3. I mean, the tags never match. They'll say $2.75, but it rings up to like $3. But because they never changed the tag, they probably changed the tags in 2019 or something, But I bought Pirate Water, Miami Vice. How you like that? People say, you're trying to wreck your channel. No, I think I'll succeed after this. Miami Vice, 10% alcohol, Viva La Stool. It is in collaboration with Barstool Sports, obviously, which I care nothing about. And it's produced for Drink 4 Brewing Company. That's Four Loko. That's Fusion Projects. Flavored malt beverage. Good grief. And then I got Pirate Water, Bahama Mama, 10%. And Pirate Water, Margarita, the green label. So I got 3 out of the 4. I think that's enough anyway. After 2, I'm probably going to be regretting it. I'm not going to drink them all in one day. This will take a month. Oh, man. Introduced in late 2022, but hit the market around here like probably in a week, last week. This is, I can figure this date out. It's saying 0263LX. I know what this means. 0263LX. 0263LX. Okay, so I got it. I figured it out. All 3 of these cans were made on the 63rd day of 2023. So that means what? Last month, February. Wait a minute. 31 and 28. That's 50. Oh, they're made this month, March. These are fresh. People say fresh. You really want to drink that fresh? All right, so these are brand new. They're so fresh. Artificial flavorings, food coloring. Now this one is even more insidious, this Four Loko thing, because it's made with sucralose. And isn't that sugar substitute that, that is just a nightmare. Sucralose. That's like, that's bad. That's bad. That's bad, in my opinion. And when was it made? 3332LX. I know what that means. The 333rd day of, I don't know why it took so long to show up in this state if it was made so many months ago. The 333rd day of 2022 at LX La Crosse, at 19 hours and 43 minutes. 7:43 p.m. This was canned at 2:52 p.m. 2:52 p.m. 2:01 a.m. 2 o'clock in the morning. I was just waking up and they were canning. Canned at 7:40 a.m. You say that's about when you start drinking. That's about right, because I got a lot of testing to do. All right, so this is what I bought for good or ill, and mostly for ill, I guess. But anyway, it is what it is. I don't know what y'all think about that, but so we off at this now, and we got 30 minutes. That's long enough. So we had a good rum taste challenge with 2 really good products and some I showed you some. All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.